Manga-Waido.
My name is Yusuke Shimada. I'm just a lonesome security guard, working at a construction site. Even though this is how I am now, I used to do track and field in high school, and had high hopes for the future. I was always a top player in all kinds of competitions, and there were even talks about me getting drafted from colleges through track. But at junior year, I got injured. I received surgery and desperately rehabilitated and trained, but was never able to run the same way again.
Don't give up! It would be such a waste for you to quit, Shimada!
Thanks, Oki, but I don't think it'll work out anymore. Whenever I see everyone running, I feel jealousy or frustration, and it starts to devour me.
Shimada!
If I decide to stay, I think I'll just become a burden to the whole club. I'm quitting, but thank you for everything. I ended up quitting the track team. Most of my teammates were disappointed of me having to leave, but there were some who were like this.
Hey, Shimada! You're really quitting the club, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
I heard your injury didn't heal well, huh? You know, things like that happen because your daily behavior is out of line. Joke's on you! Hey, Karaoka! How could you say something like that?
Oki, it's fine. Thanks. See you, Karaoka. I wish you good luck. After that, since I couldn't avoid meeting my ex-teammates everywhere I went, I decided to go to a university in the prefecture next door. After graduation, I began working as a sports instructor. I couldn't run at top speed like before, but after teaching kids gymnastics and helping elders recognize the joy in working out, I gradually began to feel better and was able to think, I'm glad I decided to play sports in the first place. After entering my 30s, I was finally able to shake off my past. But one day, after I turned 40, something unexpected happened. The gym was closing. It's true that the population around here had been declining, and less children were being born. But this is too sudden. What should I do from now on? The only knowledge I have is about sports. That combined with an economic recession resulted in a difficulty finding a new job. I ended up getting declined by several companies, being left with a part-time job as a security officer in a construction site. The phrase daily wage paid in cash attracted me to this job, and I ended up getting accepted. Since my savings were almost completely out, I was truly grateful, no matter the job. Luckily for the new job, I was allowed to work for as much as I wished, so I didn't have to worry about staying afloat. The summers were brutally hot, and the winters almost froze me to death, but I worked hard every day to stay alive.
Gosh, so hot.
Can't stay working this job for too long. I need to hurry up and find a place that will hire me as a full-time employee. That day, I was sitting on a bench at the park during my break. Then, I couldn't help but run over to the little girl who was curled up under the high bar. Are you all right? Did you fall? Did you get hurt? Like the days back when I was instructor, I had rushed over to her by the time I noticed. Thankfully, the girl stood up and said, I'm all right, thank you.
I was just practicing a trick and accidentally slipped.
I see. Don't go too hard on yourself.
But I'm the only one in my class who can't do it, so I want to learn how to no matter what.
The girl, who introduced herself as Amy, kept practicing several times after I sat back on the bench. She was practicing very seriously, but she won't be able to pull it off if she keeps doing it like that. Try gripping the bar with your wrist facing down rather than up. It'll be easier for your gripping strength. I couldn't help myself and ended up giving her some advice.
But everyone in my class is doing it the other way.
It's all right. You could do it this way. Look, in hopes of cheering her up, I did the trick on a larger high bar.
Wow, mister! Are you good with high bars?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at sports. I used to be an instructor.
Wow, really? Please teach me too. I don't want to be made fun of at school anymore.
I was hesitant at first, but gave in to her passion after being asked many times, and decided to teach her some tricks. At first, I only taught her during my breaks, but in time, she told me she wanted me to teach her on days off from school. So I started going to the park on weekends as well. Amy is an open-minded, quick-learning, and most of all, hard-working little girl. After 2 weeks of learning, she was able to do a trick without any support. That's amazing! Amy, it's perfect! There's nothing more for me to teach.
Thank you so much. But, I want to learn more new tricks. So, can you please come again next week too?
Sure, I'm always open. I'll see you next week then.
All right.
Pure hard work and smile of a child is great as motivation. Seeing Amy helped me work harder. I have to move on from this unstable part-time job and become a full-time worker. One day, while I was working hard to find a new job, "Are you the security guard that keeps talking to my daughter?" While waiting at the park on the promised day, all of a sudden, a handsome man spoke to me. For some reason, he looks a lot like Amy. Could it be her father? Yes. I'm sorry. Even though she asked me to, I was beating her multiple times and... Are they gonna call the cops on me? My face turned blue as I apologized, but... "I'm Amy's father, Kazuki Oikawa. Thank you for helping Amy so much. I'm glad I could finally meet you." Huh? Isn't he mad? While I was standing in awe, Amy came over with a bottle of juice in her hand.
Dad, I bought the juice. Here's the change. Oh, hey, mister. This one is my dad.
Now, Amy. Don't call me this one. It turns out that Amy's father came with her, just so he could thank me. Even after that, he kept thanking me and bowing his head.
Hey, Dad, we're gonna practice running today. It's almost a sports festival at school. Please don't get in our way.
Sorry. Dad'll be watching from here. May I ask you to please teach her? Of course. Mr. Oikawa seems to be utterly in love with Amy and was taking tons of pictures during practice. The pictures from this event were the ones that ended up changing my life. Mr. Oikawa asked me if he could post them on SNS with only his closest friends. And of course I said yes. Only my side profile was in the picture, so I thought no one would recognize me, but...
Long time no see! I found you on Mr. Oikawa's social media. I'm glad you seem to be doing well.
Yeah, but it was a coincidence. I wasn't teaching her for money.
I could never forget your running form. And the scar in your knee from the surgery was in the picture too.
Unbelievably, my teammate from the track club back in high school, Oki, found the picture.
A job as security? I thought you were an instructor.
The gym I worked at closed. It's embarrassing, but I'm just a part-time worker right now, right in the middle of job hunting. After I spoke in a self-ridiculing way, Oki was quiet for a while and started saying something very unexpected.
I started a business. Mr. Oikawa and I met through business negotiations as well, and... Hey, Shimada, would you like to come work at my company?
What? At your company? But I might not be competent. I thought about it for a bit, but maybe this could be some type of destiny. My parents are worrying about me as well. So I decided to go back to my hometown and work at Oki's company. So that's why I've decided to go back to my hometown. I see. It's gonna get lonely around here.
What? So you can't teach me athletics anymore?
No, but I live in the prefecture next door, so I'll come back every once in a while. Please reach out to us whenever you come back. Amy will be eager to see you too. Of course, thank you. Alrighty then. I'll have high hopes for the day we meet again. And that's how I went back to my hometown. Oki's company sells and invents sports equipment, and I was able to utilize my knowledge as well as work with joy. Thinking back to it, meeting Amy allowed me to reunite with Oki, and I couldn't thank her enough. For Oki and Amy, I need to work hard until I can be proud. While working with those thoughts in mind,
Is that Shimada I see? I didn't know you were alive.
Kataoka!
I didn't see you for a while, so I thought you were already dead.
Good for you. I'm actually living the best life.
What do you mean, best life? It's a pity you can't even run. What an embarrassment.
I almost lost it after seeing Kataoka's grin. But then...
What do you mean? Shimada is helping my business with product invention. He's a precious employee that our company couldn't run without.
Oki.
On top of that, he even teaches sports to the children of famous entrepreneurs. His name is known around the personal trainer business. Huh? How? This guy's famous? There's no way. Regardless of being famous or not, he's teaching all kinds of children.
Oh, this. It's a picture from the house I went to last week.
No way!
When I showed him a picture of me and a celebrity, Kataoka nearly dropped his jaw. That's right. Even after I returned to my hometown, I continued traveling to the prefecture next door to teach gymnastics to children. It all started when Amy reached out to me saying, Teach me how to do some mat exercises that I can't do well. After half a year since I moved back. While I was teaching gymnastics to Amy at Mr. Okaiwa's house, since he invited me, some friends of his that were coincidentally there asked me to teach their kids as well. Thanks to Oki telling me that working on the side is alright if it's for the children, do it as much as you wish, my income is now 3 times the amount back to when I was a security officer. I'm content with my life right now. I don't care whether you look down on me. Do as you wish. See ya! Right as I was about to get up and leave, Kataoka said, wait, begging me not to leave.
Please introduce me to them!
Huh? Who?
The celebrities' kids! I have some accomplishments in sports too!
Mr. Oikawa is asking me to teach his daughter for my personality.
Teaching is easy! Just introduce me to 1 or 2, if possible about 10.
No way. You went to university on a sports scholarship and entered this company as an athlete, right? You aren't struggling to live. After that, I heard through someone else that Kataoka couldn't find a full-time job and was now barely staying employed through part-time jobs. Apparently, he got drunk at a bar and got the cops called on him for being violent. Not that it matters to me. I've been working hard at my job while staying connected with Mr. Oikawa, living my best life. In my private life, things have been going pretty well with a lady that Mr. Oikawa introduced me to. Apparently, good connections end up bringing more good connections. For Mr. Oikawa and Oki, who provided me with a chance at life, I'm planning to keep on earnestly working on hard.